guys, what's up? It's Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. And hey guys, today I really kind of wanted to just talk about the market, what's going on in the market. Right now, Bitcoin is very low. It's about $6,000, maybe a little bit higher than that. Bitcoin Cash is about $700. Ethereum is below $500. So needless to say, the market is low. If I look at the chart, here is the one-day chart for Bitcoin. You can see, obviously, it's taken a very, very hard beating in the last really couple months, right? I mean, from the all-time high, we are down approximately 69% from the all-time high of 20,000 in December of last year, right? And so what's going to happen, guys? Is the market going to bounce and recover? Is the market going to go lower? What's actually going to happen? Is Bitcoin going away? Is this the end? I mean, a lot of people are saying that this is the end of Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency is on its deathbed, and really all cryptos are about to be devalued very, very significantly, okay? So I want to talk this through because, again, this is not the first time this has happened, although this has spooked a lot of investors, a lot of day traders, swing traders, and so forth, and honestly has given me a bit to think about in terms of, you know, where this cryptocurrency market can actually go. Is it going to go higher? Is it going to go lower? Only time will tell, but I think that the writing is on the wall that we are positioning, really the market is positioning to go up through the roof here in the coming months, right? And I say the coming months because you really need to look on a longer term chart like the one-day charts to really grasp what is going on in the cryptocurrency markets. Okay, so we ran up to 20,000 in December. Now we're at a low of about 6,000. And if you look at every single time this has happened on this one-day chart, you'll notice that every time the price drops below its previous base, it will bounce back at least, you know, a decent amount above its previous base. So let me give you a couple examples here, all right? Okay, so if you were tracking this chart, you know, in December, let's say, this would be the low, right? That would be your low in December 22nd, right? That would be your low, okay? After that, the price in January actually dropped below this 11,000 mark all the way down, right, to about 9,000, right? And what happened when it dropped below 9,000? It always bounced back right back up to 13,000, right? And what is the percentage there, right? If you were to buy anywhere between this area right here, let me draw a little circle here, any area right in between that circle, you would have made profit. I mean, the overall profit that could have been made was about 50%, right? That's pretty significant, right? So if you would have got in at any point in time below the previous base, you would have seen a bounce of up to 50%, up to 46% approximately, right? Okay, and this story continues. It goes on and on and on, right? And then after that bounce, right, you see a bounce back again, like I said, to around 13,000. Then we see the market drop again. Again, it drops past this previous base, right? That's the previous base. And look at the price bounce, or sorry, the price drop right below, right? So anywhere in between here, the price drops below the previous base being about 9,000, right? So in this case, the price dropped starting on January 27th. The price dropped all the way down to about 6,600, right? And a lot of people thought this is the bottom. This is, you know, where it's going to bounce and where the market is going to correct and go through the roof, right? A huge bull run was supposed to come, right? A small bull run came, not a huge bull run, but needless to say, a decent bull run did actually come, right? So if you measure the percentage and look at the bounce, right? Let me clean this up just a second here because I think this is a little maybe difficult for you to see here. Let me close that one. Okay, so here's a base, and I'll draw the circles with a different color here. Okay, here's a base right here. So the previous base from here, if you would have bought anywhere in between, right, in between that 9,000 mark and that $6,000 mark, you had the potential to profit a significant amount, right? So if I measure the percentage, again, up 78% from that low, okay? So big opportunity to profit when the price falls below a previous base. Works very, very effectively in a bear market. In a bull market, not as much because, you know, the price is always running up and not dropping past their previous bases. So, okay, we're in a bear market, so this is the strategy that I would recommend, right? Let me draw another base, right? So here is another base right here, okay? We have, oh, let me get a line here. So if we kept trending, and we look, okay, and let's just say this was the base, right? Let's just say you were following this chart kind of like this, right? And let's say, you know, the price started going down, hits right here, and you're like, okay, let's watch it. Oh, what happens? The price falls below the base again right here, okay? This time, it's not quite as significant, but it does drop down to about 6,500. When it does drop below 6,500, guess what happens, guys? It bounces back again to 10,000. Another very, very solid correction of about 50%, okay? These are not small percentages, guys. If you put in, you know, $10,000, $5,000, $1,000, with a 20%, 25% jump, you're gonna make a significant amount of money, okay? So now let's look at the current market conditions, okay? So let me erase the whole chart, okay? Let's clean it up. And now, where are we at today? We're at 6,114 as I'm making this video, okay? Where is the previous base, guys? The previous base is about $6,000, right? Last time we saw, whoop, let me get rid of that. Last time we saw 6,000 was around February, right? And so we're hitting those levels again, and look what has happened. The base has been cracked actually twice. Two bases have been cracked in this scenario right here. First base right here, cracked. Second base right here, cracked. We went below that, right? So what is going to happen? I'm not a fortune teller, but if I had to speculate, I would say the price will likely go a bit lower than it has gone, right? In recent days, we've seen the price go down to 5,700. I'm betting that the price is going to go lower, even as low as 5,300, 5,000, 4,800-ish, right? Because if you look at all of the previous bases that have been cracked, and again, let me clear this chart, all the previous bases that have been cracked, if I look at this one, the base cracked was 18%, right? 18% spread right there. We got another, let's see what this one is. We got another 27% crack right there. In this case, we showed, this is a smaller crack, right? Another 12% crack right there. So how far and how low is this going to go below the base, right? If we're conservative and we say, let's just say 10%, if we say 10%, the price will be at about 5,300. If we go a little bit deeper to about 4,800, that's about a 20% break in the price of the previous base, right? Not completely abnormal, not completely crazy. To watch, right? So I would expect if the price does go lower, we're going to see support at around $5,000 and perhaps even a little bit lower at around $4,800, right? Why is this important, guys? Why is this important is because you can use Coinigy or TradingView or whatever you use to set an alert. So when the price does actually drop below 5,300, which is the previous base over here, right? There's a strong level of support right there. And I'm going to show you this right here. Strong level of support right here, guys. Base, base, base. There's three of them right there, okay? So when the price drops below that base, what's going to happen? The price is going to bounce up, probably at minimum 25% and as high as, you know, 75% or higher, right? So very, very important to keep in mind. You should set your alerts, watch when the market is going down to around 5,000, get ready, place your buy orders in the position of around 5,000 or 4,800, wherever you feel comfortable, right? And I'm not, again, predicting the future, but this is just following trends, following the patterns that have happened in the past, and I'm extrapolating those patterns to see what may happen again in the future, okay? Very important, guys, that you recognize this and know this. So if you want to make money in cryptocurrency, you have to follow the patterns, right? This is not even talking about anything going on in the news, in the media, or anything like that. And I do want to jump over to that really quickly because, let's see here. Okay, because look at what happened. A few days ago, if you search for hedge fund sell-off in Bitcoin, hedge fund sell-offs could artificially lower Bitcoin prices, predicts blockchain VC. Cryptocurrencies under the pressure of hedge fund redemptions. Cryptocurrency hedge funds could be the source of the next Bitcoin price collapse, okay? So if you don't believe that the crypto markets are manipulated, you are completely naive and completely ignorant. No offense meant, but guys, the nature of cryptocurrency today is that the markets are being manipulated. They are not regulated. They are not traditional markets like the Dow, like the NASDAQ or the S&P 500. They are manipulated by big whales that have hundreds of millions of dollars that can actually massage and move the prices around up and down. This is not only the case with Bitcoin, it's definitely even more of the case with altcoins, right? Altcoins have a lower market cap, they have a lower price. It takes less money to manipulate and to move the market up or down from these big whales with millions of dollars, okay? So when you look at things like hedge fund sell off Bitcoin, of course this is going to impact the price going down, okay? And if you read this, you know, just read back. Go back to the summer of 2017, blah, 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 blah. Hey, I want to redeem out of that fund. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, so artificial Bitcoin price suppression June 25th as hedge funds near the end of their lockup period, okay? Speaking to CNBC, Bogart, who earlier this week claimed Bitcoin would be above $10,000 by the end of the year, warned over forced selling, which would drive markets lower. If we go back to the summer of 2017, when crypto prices were booming, there was about 100, 200, maybe 300 new crypto hedge funds that were formed because of cryptocurrency, right? Now, the clients are saying, I want to redeem out of that fund. That means forced selling on behalf of all these new crypto funds that have popped up. This will make the price go lower, right? These people want out. These people want to redeem their funds that have been locked up so they can use them for whatever they want, right? So they're more liquid, right? So this is actually what's going on. The hedge funds are unloading. The price is dipping. And soon, I'm not going to predict when, but soon we are going to see a bounce. I'm guessing it's going to go lower before it goes higher, but then it is going to go higher. And at some point, by the end of this year, it is going to turn the corner and start going up in a bullish market, right? Again, I'm not predicting the future, but I am speculating that that is going to happen based on previous trends, guys. This is not something unique, not something new. Same thing goes for Bitcoin Cash. And let me just clear this up a little bit right here, okay? Whoa, that chart is no good. Let me refresh my screen here. That chart got all out of whack for some reason. Okay, so here is Bitcoin Cash. Very, very similar scenario, right? The price could even go below $600 like it did in 2018 in April, right? Price went down to about 560, 575-ish. Price could go below that, and if it does, the base will be cracked and the price will then bounce, okay? Look at what happened the last time the price bounced on a Bitcoin Cash, right? Last very strong base was right here. It was about 756. Right here in April, we see the price go to 600 right here. And look at what happened. The price bounced up a significant amount. It bounced up about 232%, right? That's crazy, okay? So if you think, you know, if you follow trends and believe in trends and patterns in the market, think about if we were to crack, you know, $550, $600 again on Bitcoin Cash, the run-up is going to be enormous, enormous. I don't even want to get started on Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin right now. There's so many haters on Bitcoin Cash. But guys, I would watch Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is doing some very amazing things. I would check it out, okay? This video is not about Bitcoin Cash, but wanted to give you a market update, wanted to give you my thoughts on what's happening in the market, why the prices are so low. When there's blood in the streets, buy, buy, buy. Guys, right now, this is blood in the streets, all right? We are down, down, down significantly. People think the end of Bitcoin is near. I definitely do not think that. I think that the markets are being manipulated because everybody was anticipating a bull run was to come very soon, and it didn't actually happen, right? The market trends are typically, the market sentiment or what people think in the market is typically wrong. What the majority of people think is typically wrong, okay? And so the price is likely going to bleed out further before it goes up. But this is a huge buying opportunity for any of those that want to get in on the crypto markets now and early on. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. I hope you find this helpful. And I will talk to you next time, guys. See ya.